Enterprise Zimbabwe, business and everything you want to know on ZFM Stereo.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you very much for joining me. My name is Superman Diwanzira. Welcome to the program Enterprise Zimbabwe. And joining me tonight, I promised you on Twitter, we promised last week with Jerry that we're going to be inviting somebody special in the studio. She's here. We'll be introducing her in a moment. But let me welcome Jerry Zungu, our resident chartered vendor. Thank you very much for joining us once again, Jerry.
Welcome, Super.
Thank you very much. How was your week?
It was super fine.
Okay. Yeah. Did you have any programs, any courses?
We have them on 5 May. 5 May. 5 May. We're going to have a sales seminar.
Sales seminar.
Yeah.
To assist small and medium scale enterprises.
Even
last week
companies.
We were talking about funding, how to source funding. We got amazing response from Zimbabweans across the board. They would like to access money in order to start businesses. And like we always say on the program, every multimillionaire, every billionaire, even Strive Masiwa started as a small business. So it's very important to invest in this. And there's one woman who's doing so and doing so exceptionally. Mrs. Edna Mkurajija, Chief Executive Officer of Empowered Woman Excel SACCO, joining us live here on ZFM Stereo. Mugadin. And we warm welcome to ZFM Stereo. Can you just briefly explain? I mean, you had this special appearance last week on the program. We played your voice note. There was just amazing response immediately on WhatsApp, and people wanted to hear more from you, particularly about what you do. Can you just explain in brief, what does the Empowered Women Excel SACCO do?
Thank you very much for this opportunity. What a blessing and what an honor for me to be speaking today. Just to give you a bit of background about me before I talk about the work.
Absolutely, that would be wonderful, because when our people don't trust.
That's true.
So I've been in the financial services sector for over 20 years, where we have been helping people to have access to capital. My greatest frustration, having joined one of the biggest banks in Zimbabwe more than 20 years ago, there are very few women who can go to a bank and apply for a loan. We are working with...
Why is that so?
I believe it's because of maybe failing to believe in themselves, failing to believe that they actually have the capacity to be able to excel in their lives. So having spent over 20 years in the bank, all banks, they have what they call management committee meeting, where they sit down and they are looking at facilities where people are asking for loans. In the 20 years that I've been in the financial services sector, I can tell you less than 5% of applications come from women. So having started my career as a graduate trainee, I was able to climb up the corporate ladder up to the position of managing director of one of the financial institutions here in Zimbabwe. And
Which one?
Can tell you... So I started with ZB Bank, and from there I went to African Banking Corporation. When I left, I was now managing director of Bank Easy. When I left Bank Easy, we had the largest market share as a microfinance institution, helping civil servants, helping pensioners to have access, to capital. So I left to be able to start a financial institution that can help women to have access to capital. The registrar has made it very clear, we cannot help women only. In Zimbabwe, we cannot discriminate. So even though our vision is women empowerment, and women have been knocking on our doors, women have been getting the capital they need, for their businesses. It's a success story. It will be headlines very soon.
Well, it's already started right here on ZFM Stereo.
Yes.
Well, but we are not limiting to women. We are also saying to men, where are you? We can help you. The registrar has requested that we work with men.
When you say the registrar, who is the registrar?
So we are operating as a SACCO,
What's
a
a SACCO?
savings and credit cooperative. If you look at Kenya, the Honorable Minister Dr. Stembis Onyoni officiated at the launch of Empowered Woman Excel SACCO, and she explained that the third biggest bank in the world started as a SACCO. So when you look at Kenya, when you look at Ghana, there are so many SACCOs. But when you go to developed countries, if you go to the UK, if you go to USA, they are known as credit union banks. So what we are saying is we are only lending to our members. You have to be a member
in order to be able to access funding.
Funding, yes. And we are
How do you become a member?
For you to join, we have our joining fee. We also have our administration fees. Once we have joined, we are looking at the 10 provinces in Zimbabwe. We are not looking at just, Harare. We are looking at the 10 provinces, and we are saying if you are out there, if you are employed, and if you have a salary, if you only have one salary, that salary will never be enough. What we are saying to you is you need to have multiple streams of income. If you're an entrepreneur and you have one source of income, one day you are going to wake up and that income is not going to be there. So we are saying to you, if you're employed, if you have a salary, if you only have one source of income, the minimum that you're supposed to have is 3 streams of income. And I hope...
Is that good news for employers? Because when I'm airtime, by people now trying to pursue these 3 sources of revenue that you're talking about.
We have actually been working with corporates where we are saying you do not have to steal the employer's time. We train you in terms of entrepreneurship. When you are employed and you have a contract 8 to 4:30, you have to do what you signed for.
Absolutely.
But during the weekends, after hours, what are you doing with your time? Someone once said the difference between the rich and the poor, we all have 24 hours in a day. But what I can tell you, my day begins at 3 a.m.
Wow.
And there is no way we can be at the same level if you are waking up, if you are sleeping at 8 and waking up at 6 a.m. I am starting my day at 3 a.m.
And you sleep what time? Okay. We're going to talk more about funding. We're going to talk more about what the Empowered Women Excel SACCO is doing in Zimbabwe to Zimbabweans, particularly to the small and medium scale enterprises, because we want this to happen to many in the country. My name is Super Mandiwanzira. We are live on ZFM Stereo, my station, your station.
Z Enterprise Zimbabwe, business and everything you want to know on ZFM Stereo.
Welcome back to the show. My name is Super Mandiwanzira. This is ZFM Stereo, my station, your station. And tonight we are privileged to have in the studio Mrs. Edina Mukurajija, a veteran banker who left her top-paying job to start something that would help or empower women. She's the CEO of Empowered Woman Excel SACCO. And you said you're giving loans. Obviously, the idea was to promote women, to make sure that more women are getting into business. But of course, the registrar has said you cannot discriminate because otherwise you're in trouble with the law. How are you helping women or men, and how can they be held by your institution?
Our message is, if you want to start a project, come to Empowered Woman Excel SACCO. If you are already running a business, we want to help you to grow your business. If you want to buy a new car, if you want to invest, we are saying come and we can help you. We believe we were created to excel in this life. You were created, if you are listening to me today, you were created to live a life of abundance. You were not created to live a life where it's paycheck to paycheck. So we can help you to have multiple streams of income. We have entrepreneurship training that we are doing to help as many people as possible to be able to have multiple streams of income. We are talking of financial independence. We are talking of wealth. We are talking of abundance, and we are here to help you. So if you want to buy a new car, SACCO will help you. If you want to start a new project, SACCO will help you. If you want to buy a stand, we are encouraging women to buy properties, to have at least a title deed in your name. We are also encouraging the men, if you want to grow your business, come, we can help you.
When you're talking about buying cars, we think, well, it's 5,000, it's 10,000, it's 50,000, it's 100,000. And somebody's listening right now, they just want to start or expand their small business. I must tell you, I was in Nyanga over the weekend, and I told women at Ruchera, and I told the other women at Juliusdale. I told them I'm working with you, and we want to empower them. But these women, like Vanutengama Airports, Claremont, and then Vanutenge some side me road, Maria Ruchaga, $50, $100. Do you look at those people? Because it now seems like you're talking big monies here.
Yes. So we have what we call a Grassroots program, where we are saying once you come and you join and you just buy one share, we can give you a loan, $100. What I can tell you, we have women who have been knocking on our doors. They come from Nyamapanda, from Mutoko. What they want is just $100. Within 2 weeks, they are coming back. They are paying capital plus interest. We give them $200. Within 2 weeks, they are coming back. They are paying capital plus interest.
What does that say about our women, and what does that say about the spirit of entrepreneurship within our people?
One thing that I know is women have so much capacity, and that capacity is inside of them. Women in Zimbabwe are hardworking, and we are helping them. We are saying to them, "Usamuke uchichema, uchifunga kuti munhu wese ari kuchema," because there are women who are knocking on our doors, beginning of the year with nothing, but end of the year they will live driving a car.
Wow, this is amazing. This is one of your clients, Jay.
Yes. Yes, I'm a client.
You're a
proud client.
Tell us how Mrs. Mkurajija has been able to assist you.
Yeah, when I first heard of SACCO, to me it was like fictitious, because they said they can process a loan in 3 days. Because I've been to banks, like what you were saying, like what I said previously, it's easier to get a gun license than to get a loan from the bank, even when you've got a title deed. So when I went there, when I was introduced to SACCO, I went there, I paid for my shares. Then they said in 3 days I'll be having my loan. In 3 days for sure, I got my loan. And it's so easy. I've also referred some of my clients. The process is so easy. You just need to be a member. If you're a member, you can get the access to a loan easily. And I thought maybe I was actually in America. When my accountant came with that man, I actually said, I think you're joking. Yeah.
Okay, we're running out of time, but I want to go back to Mrs. Mkurajija. What you're talking about sounds like, because you said you have to be a member so that you can access the funding because of the conditions around a SACCO.
Yes.
There are a lot of people who are not intended Mukando who are doing these things. How different is that from what you're doing, and how can those people actually focus on doing great business out of that kind of concept?
So we have what we call Project Mukando for someone who wants to start a project. We also have Car Mukando, we have Stand Mukando. And what we are doing is we are grouping men and women. So they come, they want to buy a car every month. For the past 2 years, we have women buying cars. Why? Because we have women in a group. There are 10 women, and every month for 10 months, there's one woman who's getting a car.
And how do you play a role as Empowered Women Excel?
So we are the ones responsible in making sure that if you are receiving your car in month 6, it's a proper lease finance, and my background is lease finance.
Okay.
So you sign your lease agreement. If we buy a car for you in month 1, month 10, you have to make sure that you contribute and you pay. So it's like getting a lease facility and you pay over 10 months, but we are calling it Mkando.
So are you saying that up front, if a group of 10 men, 10 women, they come to you and say, we want to do Mkando, to buy cars for each other, you don't have to wait until month 10 in order to get...
Yes.
You just get the money up front?
You get the money up front.
Whoa.
Yes.
I think people want to hear from you a lot more, but unfortunately we don't have time. How can they get hold of you?
Okay, so my number is 0772 513 719. 0772 513 719. You can also communicate with our manager Irene, 0772 341 934. The number again, 0772 341 934. And my number, 0772 513 719.
Okay, last week actually, we played the clip that you sent through to me, and people were like, please, can you play it again? So give us the number. 0772
513 719.
Okay, are you only in Harare in terms of offices? Can people reach you if they're in Mutare, if they're in Nyanga, in Bulawayo, in Beitbridge?
We do have coordinators within the 10 provinces, and we are actually working with the Reserve Bank. We are going to be visiting the 10 provinces. We are starting with Bulawayo, and we are looking at Mashingo, Mutare, and we are doing that in partnership with the Reserve Bank.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. I can see your phone is already ringing. Hey, we are still on the air. Mrs. Edna Mkurajija, CEO, Chief Executive Officer of Empowered Women Excel SACCO. thank you so much for joining us on Enterprise Zimbabwe tonight.
Thank you.
Jerry, it's always a pleasure to see you and to be with you. We're back again next week. We have so many people who want to come onto the show and assist small to medium scale enterprises. We're excited here at ZFM Stereo, my station, your station, because we believe that to make things better for our country, we must have more business people, employing people, and those can only be small businesses. So we will do this every other week. So make sure you join us on Monday next week between 7:15 and 7:30.